One day, all the engines were resting in the sheds when Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Engines, a special visitor is arriving. His name is Jean Pruno. He is from Paris. He wants to meet you all, said Sir Topham Hatt, and he left. The engines were very excited. They never met a person from Paris before. I've built trains in Paris a long time ago, said Edward. It should be lots of fun, said Henry. Indeed, said Thomas. I wouldn't underestimate him, said Gordon. Yeah, neither do I, said James. We'll see how it goes, said Percy. I imagine he's a very nice person, said Emily. But James wasn't so sure. Later that day, James was arranging a train. It was a cold day, and frost laid hard. Come on, trucks, said James, as the shunter quickly fastened the coupling. James was simmering happily as his fire was burning nicely in his boiler. But just as he was about to leave, a man popped in front of him. Hello, said the man. I am Jean Pruno. I am originally from Paris. Nice to meet you, said James. I'm James, the Red Engine. I'm number 5, and I've heard a lot about you. Your accident, you crashed into the field, and you got stung in the nose by a bee, and James didn't want to say any more, as he didn't want to embarrass him. But then Jean Pruno noticed one of the works unit coaches right behind the brakeman. James, would you be kind enough to take that works unit coach away? Okay, said James. But James wasn't too sure. I'm sorry, said James's driver, but it's for the better. So, the shunter fastened the coupling, as well as the remaining couplings on the train. Oh, don't worry, James, said Marion. You'll do just great. Just be a kind heart soul, and you'll be fine. Just think of all the excitement I do when I dig up lots of good things. And Mary puffed away. James wasn't so sure, and he wasn't convinced that the train would be heavy enough. So James puffed on, but then there was trouble. His load of ballast got upset, and one of the trucks derailed. Bother, said James. This is going to be great. Now Sir Topham Hatt's going to be angry at me and blame me for it. The shunter came back and was frustrated. He unfastened the works unit coach, and James puffed on with his remaining load. The ballast was important for the Ellisdale Railway. Then Jean Pruno met Thomas. Thomas, hello. Nice to meet you, said Thomas, as Thomas backed up to the coaches. However, inside Clarabelle, nothing was done right. The guard blew the whistle, and Thomas puffed away. As Thomas puffed back on his return journey, things went haywire. The passengers were angry and complained about Jean Pruno. He was being a mess all journey. Do you hear that commotion? Said the Wellsford station master. It's a mess out there, isn't it? Indeed, said Henry, and I bet Jean Pruno is up to no good. And Henry puffed away Percy's mail train while he went to the works to be mended. Same with Emily. She was blocked as well. Finally, Gordon, with a very late express train, puffed on. That night, the engines were furious. They wanted to pay Jean Pruno off, but then he came into the shed. Oh, engines, I'm very sorry for my actions. I was just trying to be a helpful person, and you see, I just didn't want to make a mistake, and you made a lot of mistakes, said a familiar voice. It was Sir Topham Hatt. You're not allowed to be here unless with my special permission, said Sir Topham Hatt. Now, you owe these engines an apology. I just apologize, said Jean Pruno. I understand. But tomorrow, I want you to make amends for everything that you did today. Is that understood? Yes, said Jean Pruno. Samson took the works unit coach the very next day. Doc took the breakdown train as it blocked Toby's way, and he had to spend the night in the siding. And Toby popped away with Henrietta to do the work. Next day, Thomas came back. All right, let's try this again, said Jean Pruno. Oh, I hope so, said Thomas. Eddie and Clarabelle were not so sure. We've just got to be perfect, they said. Then, everyone started to be happy in Clarabelle and Annie. The guard waved his red flag, the guard blew a whistle, the passengers cheered, and Thomas popped on his journey. Everyone was happy to see Jean Pruno. That night, the engines were all talking about today's work when Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Engines, Jean Pruno was now left to go back home. But he said you were all really useful engines, and he is sorry for the mistakes he had made up for them. And Sir Topham had left. My, at least he made up for it, said Gordon. Yeah, said James. Well, at least you didn't get crashed into a cow field, said Percy. Then James got cross. Then the engines laughed and celebrated today's events.